Hey guys, that guy with the picks here. Last night, our football game was University of Texas San Antonio, which covered. I feel good about that win. I feel momentum coming back. And, my young guy, he was like, why don't you just reel off another 10 or 12 in a row? And I looked at him, and I'm like, you realize, that's just not normal. Someone just can't do that. But I told him I'd do my best. I want to thank you guys for the support, the love, the likes, the shares, everything. Thank you. Last night in the NBA, unfortunately, we gave the Clippers. And the Clippers did not win, which makes us 2-2 on the season in the NBA and 24-8 overall, which is still at 78% winners. Today, we got Sunday, we got NFL, and the game that we're looking at is we're looking at the Cincinnati Bengals traveling to the Baltimore Ravens. The Bengals come in at 4-2. Baltimore comes in at 5-1. The line opened up at 6.5. It still sits at 6.5. The total opened up at 48. The total is down to 45.5. Now, Baltimore last game completely shut the Chargers down, which no other defense has been able to do up to this point. They held them to 221 total yards. They had 2 sacks and 2 interceptions. And their style of football, meaning the Chargers, is a lot like how the Bengals play on offense. Now, this Baltimore team, they average 28 points a game, and they give up only 20 points a game. Baltimore on the year is 3-3 for games going under. On the other side of the ball, Cincinnati, they held Detroit to 11 points. Now, let's be real now. Detroit is still an NFL team, okay? They still have professional athletes on that team that can rise at any time and still win a game. I get it. They're Detroit. I get it. And they beat them in that game 34-11. They held Detroit to 238 total yards. They had 1 sack and 1 interception. This Bengals team, they average 24 points a game, and they only give up 18.5 points a game, which is one of the tops in NFL. This Bengal team doesn't get the credit or talk about that they should from this defensive unit. This defensive unit is very stingy. On the ground, this Bengal team only gives up 3.9 yards a rush, which is 7th best. And through the air, they only give up 6.5 yards, which is 3rd best in the NFL. They held the Broncos to 7 points. Last week, they held the Chargers to 6 points. 5 out of their 6 games this year have all stayed under the number that they have put up. 5 out of 6. You start calling things trends after they happen for so long. When things happen 1, 2, or 3 times, you can call it luck. This defensive unit has stepped up every single week that they have played. And here's another thing that'll hurt Cincinnati is the Ravens bring the blitz 65% of plays on defense. And I think everybody knows the major thing that Joe Burrow struggles with is a blitzing team, getting pressure on the quarterback. That's what he struggles the most with. And being a young quarterback, I think we can figure that one out. That's why he struggles the most with it. In this game, what I see is I see points coming at a premium, which meaning it's going to cost a lot to get them points. I see a possession game where there's going to be some drives that last 5, 6, even 7 minutes. I think these two teams will be down to the point where they figured out that I don't think passing is really going to work. We're going to have to get this done on the ground, and I'm talking about both teams. What I see is a lower scoring game staying under 45.5 points. So the pick today obviously is take the Bengals-Ravens game under 45.5 points. And you know what we're going to do, guys. We're going to get back to getting this cash.